Hello and welcome to another view from the Gin Traffic Coffee Cup. Not got the cup with me, and I'm not wearing the hoodie. I apologise. Anyway, you join me at a very familiar place, the Runway Visitor Park at Manchester Airport. Now, to start this video, I'm going to go back in time to when I was wearing the hoodie, and we were here for the Aviation Society's Memorabilia and Collectors Fair, which was held in that building there, home to a very special British aircraft. And the day I saw for the first time the Emirates Cargo 777. And then I'm going to bring you forward in time to today when I'm wearing this ensemble, and we'll see takeoffs and landings on both runways. Dual runway ops, get in! Anyway, seatbelts on, tray tables up, blinds up, armrest down. Enjoy the video. As you can see, haircut, I look so much better and I feel so much better as well. We've missed Etihad. That's gone just as I got off the bus, and what time is it, guys? 20 to 10 and Gulf Air's on its taxi out. So right, man, strap on, say everything's leaving on time. Gulf Air's not 5 hours late. Well, let's go and see it, shall we? Thinking, what's causing this to be so busy on a random Saturday? Well, including the title, it's the Aviation Society's summer fair, and everyone's turned up for it. It's over 2 days. Well, I've come on Saturday because it's the only day I can actually come to it. The mound is full. And it has been for the past couple of weeks because 747's coming in and out. We missed it because of Riyadh. There's one due in a couple of days' time, and hopefully I'm off to be able to see it, because I'd love to be. There's not just planes here today. No. Triumphs. Air ambulance. And probably one of the coolest cars you could have at Manchester Airport on any given day. Rolls Royce. Not bad, not bad. Saturday for a very good reason. Because it's one of the 2 days where you get to see a plane in a livery doing a role that Manchester hasn't done since, well, the big FedEx used to call in here. But check this out. Boeing 777 cargo from Emirates. Emirates Sky Cargo. From Dubai. Used to call into Heathrow until they couldn't get the slot, so they come to Manchester instead. It then flies to Brussels and then Dubai. Speaking of Emirates, that tail fin means one thing. The A380 is on its way out. Thing I'll say about this viewing fair is, you want any type of model, they've probably got it. Any piece of aircraft, they've got that. Any magazine you can think of, they've probably got that as well. What I'll do now is I'll just put a slow-mo in, or I'll put my video in now, of when I walked through here when I first arrived. It's absolutely rammed full of people, as you can tell, and that is a beautiful backdrop, is it not? So here is the video of both sides of Concorde on day one of the viewing fair.
Just for your information, guys, if you're parked in any of those locations, please go and move your car.
You join me about 5-10 minute walk from the viewing park at the World Freight Terminal. Now, this is where we go to the hall that we bought. I'm quite proud of myself. I didn't go mental. Yes, I spent a bit of money, but I saved up for it. Did loads of overtime. A340 Qatar Airways skin. Of course, why not? Next, 777-300 ER Qatar F1 livery. How cool is that? It gets better than that. £37 Qatar A330 FIFA World Cup livery. Now these next two pieces, I bought one and then I thought, well, they also, another stall are selling the skin. So first things first, it's not heavy, but it's quite big. KLM PH-BFG Boeing 747 skin. And the final purchase of the day, KLM 747 PH-BFG aviation tag. So, yeah, something tells me I like 747s and I also like Qatar Airways. I don't know what's giving me that idea. But let's go away from the World Freight Terminal, which is a bit quiet today, I can't lie. And let's get back to the planes. I'll tell you what, when I am able to put all of this stuff up and display it, especially with that in the background, that's going to look I'm going to have such a cool room, aren't I? Full of aviation bits. But we're to see some planes. Let's see the Sky Cargo again, shall we? Just the amount of people that are here today. The car park is full and it's overflowing. That is how busy today is. What we're going to do is we're going to go forward in time to another time I came to Manchester Airport. I'll put the date in and we'll see the planes on that day instead. Hello everyone. So it'll give me a couple of seconds. For me it's been about a week and a bit. Change of clothes obviously. Park is lovely and empty first thing on a Wednesday morning, and we have a Jet2 757 on its way out as well, with Logan Air and EasyJet behind it. I wonder how much longer these are going to appear on the channel for, because they are slowly but surely being phased out. But I do love the sound. So, just check my radar, the next one coming around that bend should be the Qatar Dreamliner. I ain't going to miss that taking off or taxiing down to its takeoff position. This is going to be fun. Etihad's not gone yet, Gulf's not gone yet, and you can just about see the A380 around the corner. So we're going to meet quite a few Middle Eastern carriers today. That's going to be good. Plus the Sky Cargo that we saw at the start of the video as well. So let's watch that Dreamliner taxi around that corner and then take off. It's about to get very loud. Look at that around the engines. Go on, Dreamer, up you go. Lovely. She's away and clear. Gear up. Next stop for that beauty, Doha, Qatar. Beautiful takeoff. So, just taxiing in off 20 off 05 right is the KLM City Hopper from Amsterdam Schiphol. Let's got a long taxi from there all the way to T2. And I think what's making all that racket is the Organy prop, which is going to Jersey or Guernsey. I can't remember which one it is. I'll put it up now. Look what plane that's going past right now. The size difference is mental. Well, I know which one it's going to now. It's got it on the back. Guernsey, and that's going early. Right, so here's a size comparison for you now. Nice little prop going to Guernsey. Massive A350 just for Singapore. And a bit of news of Singapore, they're actually cancelling the Manchester to Houston route. So it's become Manchester to Singapore. So instead of seeing two of these beauties, it will just be one. The exact date when that's going to happen, I'm not too sure. But at least we still get to see at least one Singapore A350. But let's give Organy some shine, shall we? And the sun's come out, so that's going to dry the runway off a bit. After the Qatar show that we had before. But Organy is up. I'll just put what leg that's just come back from. Well, there's a lull, and the Singapore Airlines from Singapore taxis to its gate. Here's an update for you. The German trip that was on again, off again, on again, is now off again. Finances have kind of put pay to that one, but not all is lost. We're going up to Cumbria, or I'm going up to Cumbria, on National Express, travelling down to London on Avanti West Coast, staying at Heathrow, so hopefully there'll be a Heathrow video thrown in there, hopefully a tube one as well, and then the train back to Manchester. So yeah, I'm going to try and get as much videos as I can for you. I was looking forward to Germany, but money at the end of the day put pay to that. We'll see if we can move the flights back a year or some period in the future, because I love Germany, this channel loves Germany, so we need to go back. But going forward at the minute, I don't know. I'll keep you in the loop. Obviously, if I plan anything else, I'll let you know. But at the minute, I've got plans up to the end of September, start of October, so we'll see what's going to happen going forward. I promise that's not taking off again, it's taxied to its gate. Bit of an odd taxi route this is taking. So that's just come from Singapore. And look what's just arrived from Houston. So both Singapores are going to be in at roughly the same time, and they may even be next to each other on the gates, I'm not too sure. And if you just look behind that Singapore, you can just see Dodger Bank looking upwards. So it's either not looking at anything, or it's looking at something straight up. I'm being spoiled today, 2 A350s in the space of 5 minutes. Well, this is rare. I've not seen this happen on the channel before. Both Singapores are in, but they're being held at the top of the taxiways. Sun Express in from Turkey, but that doesn't normally happen. But it's lovely to see 2 Singapore A350s line astern. So there's a reason why that's happened. The one at the front was 20 minutes early from Singapore. The one at the back was 40 minutes early from Houston. So there's a very good tailwind across the Atlantic this morning. And just as that one landed, they changed runways. So now they're taking off on the runway they were landing on, and landing on the runway they were taking off on. Finnair from Helsinki. So while these two get sorted out, last week that piece of tarmac was home to not just 1 but 2 Boeing 747s. And here's a picture I took from level 13 of Terminal 1. 747, A380, 747. I thought that was brilliant. And then when I was starting work, one of them was taxiing across. I was like, I need a picture of that, and here's a picture of it. And then when I was working the other day, the Sky Cargo was done by a leased 747 for Emirates. Of course it was. The day I was working, of course it was. But it's nice to see the Queen here for the first time in a year. And then I heard that Lufthansa are getting rid of all their 4-engine jets in the next couple of years. So that jump needs to happen next year, because I am not missing the chance to see an A340, A380 and 747 together in 2 videos. And the only one of those I've not flown on is the A340. Someone tells me a lot of overtime's required. Because just to go on an A340, that would just finish it off, because that would just be amazing. And then go to Qatar on an A350, because I'm hoping to have enough money saved up to make that a reality, because I think it'll be absolutely brilliant. So at the minute we're waiting for Gulf, Etihad and Emirates. We've seen Qatar already. So I'll show you more planes as and when they arrive. Turkish has just arrived, so I'll show you that next. Turkish Airlines A321 with the front end windows like the A350. A350 still waiting for their gates to become available. They did arrive early though, so as I've said before, they did arrive early, so until the gates come available, that's where they're going to stay for the time being. Well, before we see BA take off, we have movement on the Singapore front. The 20 minutes early Singapore Airlines has now been given a gate and permission to taxi to said gate. Back to the home front, BA's on its way out. And she is rotated and she's out of here. Germany next. Well, here is the second of the big 3 Middle Eastern carriers. Etihad to Abu Dhabi. Emirates hasn't left its gate yet, but Etihad's crossing the runway and it'll be making its way to 23 left. We'll see it on takeoff. We've waited longer than we should have, but here comes Gulf Air from Bahrain. on its return trip to Bahrain. You just see how much space was used by that fair. It went all the way up to the back there. There's like 3 to 4 lines of stalls all under that magnificent thing. The flagship British Airways Concorde. Twice the speed of sound. And an absolute gorgeous piece of British engineering. I thought I'd come in here just before the Emirates departs, just to show you the sheer scale of the fair that I went to a couple of weeks ago now. Although that's still here for some reason. Invisible door. Emirates hasn't moved yet because I can't see the tail fin. But it is beautiful to look at, this thing. Well, as you can see, the Emirates is still at its gate, and there's no confirmed time as to when that's leaving. So, unfortunately, it won't be in today's video. Taking off, at least. It is in the video because you can see it, but it won't be taking off. That's unfortunate. That was meant to be the plane that finished the video off, taking off anyway, but not today, unfortunately. Anyway, do hope you enjoyed this video of the aviation fair that was in there, and planes taking off and landing on dual runway ops during the summer getaways for Manchester. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell to miss the video. Me, the coffee cup, and the hoodie will hopefully be back in the next one.